Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, I don't know about you, but I absolutely love the lore behind vampires, and the same is true when it comes to Magic the Gathering, which is probably why I am super excited about Crimson Vow coming out, but I just couldn't wait, and this deck has so much value, and the creatures do so much. I can't wait to show you the deck, but before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you are eligible to win some fun prizes when we go live September 24th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, including not one, but 2 boxes of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so that you know whenever we put out new content, as well as when we do go live, because you must be present to win. So let's get into today's deck. We have Rakdos Vampires for you, and it's a pretty curved out deck. So we're just going to go in order of the curve, and then we'll get into our removal. First off, we have 4 Falconwrath Pit Fighters, 1 red for a 2/1 Vampire Warrior. It is, and then you can pay 1 red, 1 colorless to discard a card, sacrifice a vampire, draw 2 cards, activate only if an opponent lost life this turn. So, first off, if you're flooding out, you got too much land in your hand, this is really helpful. Secondly, I'm running up against a lot of people right now playing cards like Pacifism and stuff. I love it when a meta changes and you start seeing new things, but if they're going to pacify one of my vampires, well then guess what? Late game, I'm going to sacrifice it and I'm going to draw some cards. Next, we have Voldaren Stinger, 1 red for a 1/1 Vampire Warrior. Voldaren Stinger has first strike as long as it is attacking. You can pay 2 colorless and 1 red, and it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. I thought this card was just so-so, and the more I'm playing it, the more I prefer playing this on turn 1 than I do the Pit Fighter, that's for sure, but I'll take them both. Next, we have our 2 drops. We have 4 Slaughter Specialists. So this card is way bonkers. It's so much better in my opinion than it looks. 1 black, 1 colorless for a 3/3 Vampire Warrior. When Slaughter Specialist enters the battlefield, each opponent creates a 1/1 white human creature token. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Slaughter Specialist. So, I mean, this card can get out of control really fast, especially if you hit them with like a turn 3 ambusher, which we'll get into in a second, and then attack. Just all kinds of stuff you can do. We have 2 Hungry for More, 1 red, 1 black for a sorcery. Create a 3/1 black and red vampire creature token with trample, lifelink, and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step, and you can flash it back for 1 red, 1 black, and 1 colorless. And we have 4 copies of Vampire Socialite. This is a really strong uncommon. It reminds me of the goblin from the last set that was uncommon, but is super strong. 1 red, 1 black for a 2/2 Vampire Noble. It has Menace. Whenever Vampire Socialite enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each other vampire you control. As long as an opponent lost life this turn, each other vampire you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. It really helps snowball your deck really quick and gets out of control. Your opponent can't do much about it. I really think it's a strong card. In our 3 slots, we have 3 Nighthawk Scavengers. It's been looking for a home for a while, and I think it might have found it. So we're definitely going to be playing 3. We might end up putting a 4th in the deck later on. The deck originally had only, I think, 2 Voldaren Ambushers. I have become very hot on this card. I really like it. 1 red, 2 colorless for a 2/2 Vampire Archer. 3 mana for a 2/2 isn't my favorite, but it's a vampire, and it's what it does next that I really like. When Voldaren Ambusher enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, it does X damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker, where X is the number of vampires you control. It just has gotten me out of so many situations. I really like this card. I had a flex spot in the deck, didn't know what to do with it. I've been trying this card out, and it's definitely interesting because you got to have mana open to do it, and or make sure that you're grabbing a land because it says play, not cast. But it's 1 red, 1 black, 1 colorless for a 3/3 legendary creature Vampire Noble with first strike. 3/3 for 3 with first strike, already good. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the total amount of life your opponent lost this turn. Exile one of those cards and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may play the exiled card this turn. So if you don't have land, and you're tapped out, grab the land, put it out. If you aren't tapped out, you hit your opponent, get the next best thing that's just going to keep your game state going forward. I don't think we need any more in the deck. If it hits, it hits. It's slightly a win more card. It could end up coming out, but at the moment, I'm really liking it. Hey, did you realize Innistrad Predator was a vampire? Well, it is, a vampire dragon. So we're putting 3 of that in the deck. It's hard for most people to handle. If they can't exile it, they're probably not killing it. And then lastly, we have our removal package. We have 4 Infernal Grasps, another new card, an amazing amazing black removal card that you're going to have to get used to seeing because you're going to see it a lot. 1 black, 1 colorless for an instant. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. And we are Vampire Tribal, so we're going to be pulling out Crippling Fear. 3 of those. 4 always seems like too many. 2's not enough. You want to find it, but you don't want a whole bunch of them. And lastly, our land. We have 8 swamps, 8 mountains, 4 of the pathways, and 4 of the new Haunted Ridges, which comes into play untapped as long as you already had 2 other lands in play. So the deck is a super fun tribal creature deck. You're basically doing what you would expect in a deck like this, putting creatures down, hoping they stick, removing cards that are in your way, like with Infernal Grasp and or the Ambusher, board wiping when necessary, and winning the game. So make sure you watch till the end for the summary, and without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into the gameplay. Conpira. I have no clue what it means, but I like it. Let's go. Let's see. I have a turn 2 play. We're first, so that's not bad. We have all the colors we need. We have a turn 3 play, turn 4 play. Let's go ahead and keep it. We'll lead with one of these beautiful swamps. Okay, we're going specialist. Boom. They get themselves a 1/1. So they're on the Rakdos. So they're werewolves. I mean, I haven't seen anything else yet. Okay, there's double green. So let's go ahead and... Okay, I'm going to put this out on black. And then I'm going to throw this, because now if they block with their werewolf pack leader, then, well, we get 2 4/4s. They can't Blizzard Brawl us here, not with any kind of value. And then next turn, if both of our Slaughter Specialists live and we swing in and hit them, we can ambush them. We'll see. Werewolf Pack Lead. Looks like maybe they missed a land drop as well. They do not want to... Okay, hey, there we go. Let's go in with both of them. See what happens. So they take the damage. Okay, so then I'm going to assassinate a wolf. That's just all there is to it. And we get some 4/4s. I love it. Okay, so it just went nighttime, which doesn't really affect us at all. Not at the moment. But they what? Get +1/+0 and trample. There's the Blizzard Brawl. Okay, that's fine with us. We still have 2 4/4s, and I can ambush again. Here they come. They're drawing a card, taking us down to 14. Drawing, yeah. Ooh, all the cards drawn. Trigger here, trigger here. Nice. So let's throw a land down. Let's go ahead and swing in for 8. And I would like to ambush the other pack leader, please. Probably get conceded before it hits the ground. No, okay. Go ahead and die, please. Oh, it only does 2. Oh, the tech. I love it. I love it. Okay, that's fine. How many Blizzard Brawls do you get? Do you have another Blizzard Brawl? Okay, I was gonna say, what are the odds? So, let's go ahead and... Let's see what happens. I mean, we know it's gonna happen. They're gonna block. Okay, that's down. Token. No. Let's throw Nighthawk Scavenger to guarantee that we live. I mean, in theory, if they have another Blizzard Brawl, or if they have Frostbite, I guess that does it. Okay, here they come again. So 4, 5, 6. We're definitely blocking a 1/1. Let them hit us for 4, because our life goes right back up. Good game, opponent. Okay, we got there. We have Chase. The 452nd Chase. We go first. We have 3 lands. We have a Pit Fighter, 2 Stingers, and an Ambusher. I mean, Seems good to me because we can have 3 creatures on turn 2. On turn 3, attack and ambush. So we're going to keep that. I think we definitely want our first striker on the board first. I would like this on black because double black gets us into some pretty good cards. But, oh, it's against a party deck too, huh? Of course they've got a 1-2 against us. Huh. Huh. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on black now, and we're going to throw out our 2-1, and we're going to pass the turn. Who's testing party right now? We've got green. Maskwood Vandal. We got a 1-3. So they're just gumming their board up so that we can't really do much or get through. So let's go ahead and throw this out on... Hold on. I don't need double red for the turn. So let's go ahead and throw this on black. And go ahead and attack with the Stinger. Okay, they're going to let it in. Which means that I get to play... Do we want to pump them all up? I guess... Yeah, let's make them all... Let's go ahead and just shoot the Archpriest right now. Take them down. One of their party members. And now next turn I can throw Hungry for More. Attack with it. Have the Stinger. Yeah, we have more going on here. Limbala. Okay, well, that's even better. This goes on red. We have 2 creatures that can't do much this turn. Let's go ahead and next. Swing in with you. They're going to take that damage. We're going to throw out Nighthawk Scavenger into a Stinger. Pass it on back. Hungry for more. One more land. We could throw this twice next turn. Just a thought. Okay, they're drawing some cards, gaining some life. Not bad. Spoils of Adventure. Crippling Fear. Well, I think we have vampires. So let's go ahead and Crippling Fear. Calling vampires. They can do anything they want with that. They could sack it and do anything they want. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Timbits. Hello, Timbits. Bits and bits of Tim. Opponent goes first. We have 3 lands. Infernal Grasp, Nighthawk Scavenger, Pit Fighter, and a Stinger. We're gonna be keeping that. We're gonna lead off with our Stinger. Cleric class it is. So let's go ahead and throw this out on red and get our first striker as long as it's attacking on the board. 2 turns away from a Nighthawk Scavenger, which they have to have the Skyclave Apparition to deal with. Other than that, not much they're going to be able to do. Portable Hole coming down. Card into Foretell is interesting. I like that Crippling Fear there. Let's go ahead and throw this out on black. Let's get ourselves a Pit Fighter on the board. Swing in for 1. Pass it back. Is this going to be Doomscar? Celestial Unicorn. Okay, so we have a lot of black in our hands, so we'll put this out on black at the moment. And I think we'll want to keep the train a-moving. I think we can actually... What do I do here? Because I could pump this to kill this and save this. I don't think they're going to... If they want to chump block that, I'm fine with that. So, we go ahead and we get in. Next turn, yeah, I want to be able to do the Slaughter into the Infernal Grasp, but we can't. I think it's much better this turn. I don't think they're going to get too light. I think it's better this turn to throw out the Nighthawk Scavenger and wait one more turn on either be able to do both of these 2 cards or just the one, the Crippling Fear. So there's the Hollow Priest. They don't gain life yet. I need them to not gain too much life because of this Unicorn, like I said. I mean, I can handle it with the Grasp, but I'm trying to wipe their whole board here in a clean manner. Nighthawk Scavenger could be doomed. So I don't think we Crippling Fear here yet. Ooh, I like Vampire Socialite. So they only have 2 cards left. I don't know what they're up to. I think it's... Oh, man, this is tough. This goes out on red. That just happens. So I think I'm going to go with the Slaughter Specialist into the Infernal Grasp, killing the Unicorn, making this bigger, swinging in with both of these. Okay. Okay. They block one, not the other, so I don't think they're board wiping. Maybe they have single target removal. We still have the Crippling Fear for the Hollowed Priest. That hopefully doesn't get too big here. Starheim Unleashed for 1/4/4, huh? Okay. So we throw you out on black. Are they going to double block this? Is that what they're thinking? Huh. Crippling Fear, calling Vampire. Please lose that. Make me bigger. Now I can attack with bolt. This has first strike. Let's go ahead and swing with everything. One more mana and that Socialite would have been juicy. But it is what it is. Take him down to 8. Pass it back, and they've got themselves a 4/4 Angel in the air. And if I hit one more land off the top, I could double pump this. Because this is likely going to end up a 5. I don't know. That's almost all their mana to do that. There's another Cleric class. I don't know what they're doing here. 2 cards left. Pit Fighter. I think I definitely go ahead and swing in with the 6/6. They're going to take the block. Give their defending +2/+2. So, I mean, we still kill their creature. Ours just isn't going to be as big anymore. Because of that, because it's dead. And we'll just throw out the rest of our creatures. And the turn. At least we can now sacrifice the Nighthawk. Ooh. Well, we're attacking with this. Would I have won the game the other way? Did I just mess that up? So let's go ahead and... Wait. I might... Yeah, so we go next. I don't have a card to sacrifice. Oh, no! I messed... New deck! New deck! Yep. 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 I don't think it really matters, but I wish I would have did that differently. I don't think they can swing and live anyways. Yeah. So let's take our turn. It's another land. Let's go ahead and do this the proper way. Attack with this. I know we can win right now by attacking with everything, but I want to do some stuff. So we could have... No, they could have blocked. I don't think we would have definitely killed them, because if I attacked with everything, they just block here, and then we only hit them for the... Yeah, so we didn't... It wasn't game over quite yet. We grabbed 2 cards. We've already hit them for 1. We throw the Ambusher out. We shoot the War Leader. Now it's game over. This deck has a lot of triggers, folks. And a lot of ways to fire them up. Now we just attack with everything. Yeah, okay. Continuum. We go first. We have a Pit Fighter on turn 1 and the land to do it. We have turn 1, 2, and 3 land without anything coming to play tapped. We have removal, we have a Predator, and the one of in the deck that I've been wanting to try out. So let's go ahead and get some. Let's get it going. Turn 1, Warlock class. Nice, nothing we have to deal with. So we put out the Swamp. We swing in for 2. And we end the turn because we don't want to sacrifice the Pit Fighter to itself right now. That's our damage. Okay. So we'll just pass. This could be a board wipe, but we're not going to play around that. It could also be just a removal spell, so we're going to go ahead and attack. Boom. Now, at the beginning of our... So what's happening now? So everybody sees. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the total amount of life your opponent lost this turn. Exile one of those. Put the rest in the bottom of your library. You may cast that card this turn. So I don't because it says cast. Or no, it says you may play. We already played a land this turn. Yeah. I don't want to lose. Interesting cards. New cards. Revitalize. Okay. Our opponent is up to something. Another Ridgeline. We'll just go ahead now and Predator. Even though I could have cast something with this, I'd much rather have the Predator out there because I don't think there's anything our opponent... They have to have Soul Shatter this turn. I got it. Doesn't matter. That one. End turn. It does. Yeah. So now, next turn, we can maybe put some use to that Scion. It's putting in work, but we haven't been able to spend any of the mana. I like the card. Now that I see how it works, I definitely don't think you need more than 1 or 2 in the deck. I knew how it worked, but to see how it works in action is very neat. I like it. You are digging with that card. As long as you already have a board state, it continues to keep your board state going. It continuums the board state. Haha. So they can, if this is Doomscar, we're fine with that. There we go. We'll just trigger that. Serum Powder. Okay, we go first. We have 3 land and perfect land, 2 untapped, 1 that comes, and then this one will be untapped as well. Because of that, we have the Pit Fighter times 2 into a Socialite, into a Nighthawk Scavenger, which we can actually cast. We're definitely keeping that. Starting with the Pit. It was either the Pit Fighter turn 1 or the Pit Fighter, and I just think the Pit Fighter's stronger in this situation. Ha, he's a funny man. So let's go ahead and get in for 2. Throw the Swamp. Throw the Socialite. Get a plus. And the turn. Reclusive Painter. And it can block, but it cannot kill. So we get to put that out now. Let's go ahead and swing on in. They taking them all. They taking them all. So I can't put out 3 creatures this turn, but I can eliminate the... I can ambush the Painter so that they don't get any value off of this, making a bigger creature. Next turn we swing again. And we can do another ambush. They might have a removal here. Probably the Socialite. Soul Shatter. Nope. So, we know they probably can't board wipe next turn. Let's go ahead and get in. Boom, boom. And we'll throw you and the Pit Fighter if they are running a board wipe at a cost of 5. We're in trouble, but they're not. Woo, that was fast. Okay, Brew Crew, that is going to do it for Rakdos Vampires, and I definitely am having a blast playing it. You're probably going to see another version of this deck, but, you know, more improved, much closer to when Crimson Vow comes out. I'm definitely going to be trying to have a deck ready to go, plus whatever else they give us. I love Vampires. The deck is tier 2.5, tier 3. I'm trying to get it up maybe as good as 1.5. So, you know, don't go crafting it thinking you're just going to blaze through the meta. This is just a fun deck to have a whole lot of fun with. I do have a pretty big change that I want to do. I want to kind of shift this to snow. First off, I'm not really loving Hungry for More. I thought I was going to like it a lot more than I do, so I'm going to drop those. I'm going to drop the Florian because it's a little bit more of a win more. I'm going to bring in some more removal. So we're going to bring in these Frostbites, and we're going to bring in 3 of them. Well, that means we're going to need some snow, right? Well, if we're going to bring in snow, we're going to need enough snow to fire this up. In my opinion, I think 8 lands that aren't snow is going to be way too many non-snow lands. And I think that the Haunted Ridges might be better than the Pathways right now. And how will I know if I don't play test it? So we're going to drop all the Pathways. We're going to bring in Faceless Havens, but I only want 3 Faceless Havens. And so that means we're going to get rid of all of these not snow swamps. We're going to get rid of all of these not snow mountains. And we have 8 of each in, but we have 1 left over. The fact that I want red right out the gate, but we have double black here and we have double black here. So we're going to be bringing in the mountains and the swamps. So we're going to add 8 mountains back. We're going to add back the 8 swamps, but we're going to add 1 more swamp because I feel fairly confident that we can hit 1 red pip on turn 1 with this mana base to make sure we're throwing our 1 drops and 2 drops, but that we have 2 black pips by the time we get to Nighthawk Scavenger, and definitely by the time we need to hit this Crippling Fear, which is important if they're playing a fast meta, especially mono white, mono green wolves, all these things coming at us right now. So those are the changes I'm going to make to the deck. I think it is a blast. Definitely let us know in the comments what you think about decks like this. If you want to see more fun decks, competitive decks, what do you want to see? Definitely let me know if you have a better version of Vampires. I want to see it and I want to play it. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you know exactly when we go live to give away all kinds of fun stuff on September 24th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All the information is down in the description. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.